throughout. They get sunshine in the mornings, then in the evening. Then during the day, we will put some transparent sheets where they also get light. But also they don't get affected by rain. So that condition we have seen in various places we have gone to. You can harvest every 2 months because the bees work uninterrupted. And that kind of investment pays itself. So we are still working on it. We are 80% now. Now we want the place to first get rid of insects, so we are not taking beehives straight away. We still want it to be very free of pests. Then now we start transferring hives. I think we'll do it now next month. When we go to older beehive. So those are the things we want farmers now to embrace. Like if you are putting your beehives, put them in a smaller place where you can even afford to put even temporary shades where they don't get direct rain or sunshine. Yeah. Especially during the extreme weather periods. Yeah. So that the harvest can be more. Because like the business case we did for the old apiary here now, if we put all the hives there, because it has the capacity of 100 hives, but we can put up to 150 within that shade. Every harvest we will get at least 300 kilos. That is when maybe each hive has given us like only 5 kilos, which we expect to be more than that. The maximum we are expecting is 500 kilos per harvest. So if you multiply that by the market price we are putting, you can get getting like 11 million every harvest. Okay? So that one, if you do it like even 4 times one in a year, it pays for itself. So it is expensive, but if managed well now, it pays for itself. Yeah. And that is what we are now promoting. Because we already have data that it works. Like here, we have people like Awila, Kitgum. He has cut very many trees here. We used not to see that school, the roof of the school. Even from there, you cannot see roofs. But there are some big trees in the stream there. He cut them. So what we did was to start giving some beehives. Like we gave Awila some beehives, some people, Simon also got some. Now he started harvesting honey. Nowadays, he's very selective with cutting trees. He only cuts those trees that are having bud flower, for example, or bringing bud quality honey. Yeah, and he has planted 400 plus thick trees ready, where he has cut trees from along that stream because it is his garden. You can even go and see the thick trees are almost this size now. Yeah, so we need to we always show them that, you know what, you may not cut the tree, but you can still get money from that place through honey. And we see it working now. Also, the other thing, we always tell them that there are some hidden benefits from beekeeping, which is not direct. Like, for example, my mother grew some simsim here, some 2-3 years ago. But the simsim, when they were harvesting, even the women were saying, this simsim is heavy. Because pollination was 100%. And so there was nothing like a half-ready seed. They are all good seeds. She even planted gobebo, we call mo. It heavily came out in terms of harvest because of the bees. So now people are getting to know. Even Kanyunya full cane full. There's a gentleman who now he's sick in the hospital, but he gets a lot of GNATs. Yeah. For the standard of this place, they say he is doing very well. Yeah, he works very well on the garden, but also we attribute it to pollination because his garden is next to the apiary. And it's the same case. Rose bichero kono gana muranga karen ngoy porpo direne luguiri kon luranga. So now people are getting to know that bees pollinate their crops. So it is good to do both. Yeah, you get honey you get also better harvest. So that's the message, but it's still slowly sinking down. We are trying to advocate for more, and we need to join forces here. Yeah, it is something we need to do. But most importantly, we need to teach by doing. Yeah, we need to teach by doing. Also, those who have not yet started, we support them to start. Like this gentleman, I told him he's supposed to come for 10 beehives for free, but he's buying 6 more. So when he gets to produce and he gets now more money, he will be now the one going for more, not us coming to say, come. Yeah.
My name is Maureen Abe. One of the staff of Amigos. Amigos is a Christian-based organization. It is an international Christian organization being funded by the UK. So today we thought of coming to visit Kitamu Honey Center, basically so that we can also get other knowledge. As we are working with the farmers, we would love also to see what is here, and we also see ways of implementing it and improving on the honey production.
Here, you must pay very close attention when making. This one must be 10 millimeters. Here, here must be 10 millimeters. Then here must remain 10 millimeters.
10.
Yes. That's the pay very close attention to.
Because
even if you have given work out to a contractor to make beehives, this one supervise it.
Okay.
Like
you get it? Because this one we are getting those challenges because you can see this one appears not to be 10. You get it? So because now when they are there, it means the bees have around what? 20 millimeters movement space. Once it is compromised, cross-combing comes
will take place.
They make comb from, because the comb is almost this fat. So they have to squeeze themselves inside there. So sometimes they just say waste of time. Combine.
They combine the two.
So now when you are picking, you must be picking comb top bar by top bar. So now you pick this one, it is already attached to this one, which you don't need. Maybe this one is having broods, this one is. So you end up picking both. Yeah. So that is the
distance here.
The distance
from here to here.
This one should be 2 centimeters, 2 to 4.
Okay.
But 2 here, 2 here. So this beehive has workmanship challenge, because you can see even here it is not 2, it is more. You get it?
So in this place we found a lot of things that we've learned, especially the one stand beehive. That has been something new to us and we've not done it before. We believe when we go back we shall try to figure it out and see how we can implement it as the best way to fight on the pest which normally attack our beehives. Out of what we have seen from this apiary, the message that we are going to take out to the farmers is we shall always encourage them not to clear all the bushes. And the already existing forest, the natural resources, has to be maintained. We shall also tell them to do that, as Mr. Kitamu is also doing the same thing. I think by that it also what? It gives us enough allowances. It gives us enough time for bringing in new things, in that we are not stuck in only one thing, because clearing the existing natural resources like the forest, it's like a waste of time. It's like we are wasting resources, according to what I have learned from here today. And where in a place like this, the only thing we can do is maintain the tree species, not cut them down, and provide a good place for a comfortable place for the bees. For the young youth who are outside there, even me at first, I used to fear bees, but I realized bees is one of the social insects, and it depends on the way you approach them. When you approach them in a good way, they are not so tough. They are very friendly insects. That is how I have come to realize. So I advise the youth outside there and whoever is listening to us, be encouraged in doing the bee project. It is a very good project, first of all. It has so many benefits. It is wealth, health, and it takes everything. And it's not something difficult when you compare to other farming activities. It is the easiest because it doesn't need your attention every time. Your work is to install, come check, and the rest you come and harvest, that's all.
My name is Joshua Chizito, working with Amigos Worldwide, and we've been privileged to be in this place to learn more of how this project is running. The experience here is how they've been able to keep the natural environment and keep bees within the natural environment. It's been interesting to see beehives, piggeries going on, farms around. I think it's something that would really want to see happening with other farmers that we're working with, but also that modern beekeeping type that they are putting up, which we are told that there is maximum production because bees are housed and they are not affected with much sunshine, they're not affected with rain, which means that if a farmer does that, they can have constant production. And as an organization, we are looking at improving the lives of people. So if we get such technologies, then we know our local people will be able to get an income throughout the year, which is going to improve their livelihoods. Apart from, we've had testimonies of gardens around the apiaries here having much production. So it's a win-win with food, win-win with income, and something that we've learned here and that we want to promote within Amigos. And would want to get farmers more interested in beekeeping, which in some places we are finding it a little bit hard. Some, they don't take it as a business. You give it to them and they see it as a project thing. How have you been able to engage farmers? How successful have you been able to engage?
You clean the beehive.
The urine is not
If it takes a lot of time, we'll come and bait it.
I work as a farm trainer and I train beekeeping and the agroforestry, growing of trees. Yeah, I'm happy to be at the Kitamu beekeeping place. So according to what I've seen around, they are preserving the nature and the nature is looking good. And there's something I've picked that when I go back, this is the same message I'm going to pass to my students, that when they go back to their communities, they should do the same. Like they should not cut trees. Trees are good for bees. The only thing they can do is to clear where they're going to put the apiary, but not destroying the trees completely. Another thing is that you can have bees, but you can also have other projects going on. Like I've seen goats, I've seen pigs around, so which is really inspiring. Even not along that, there are also crops which are coming up. So I'm happy for that. I think this is the move we shall also go and do and get back to our community we are operating with. What I can tell the fellow Ghanaians is that bees are not wild, as people think. Bees are friendly. But the approach, how do you approach them? Like if you approach the bees in a good way, you will never have such challenges like a bee getting wild to you, because they also have their time. So what makes bees wild? That when you got the wrong time, when you go there at the wrong time, and maybe when the colony has got problem, that's when it will become wild. But they are friendly. You can go at the right time, because like for me, what I normally do when I'm going to the apiary, I don't just move anyhow. The first thing, you have to move and you observe the movement of the bees. So it can tell you, if you see the movement is the right way, so it will tell you, yeah, the bees are happy. But when you see that the movement is not good, like the bees are very many, you just know any time they're going to attack you. So what you do, you say, okay, I think something's not right. You go back. Then you come at the right time. So really, bees are friendly to human beings. They can stay together with the people. But what makes them wild is when you also attack them in a bad way. Because sometimes there are things we use like chemicals or pesticides. There are people who have been doing spraying, and the spraying also affects those those bees, or bush burning around. Bees don't like noise, bees don't like smoke, and bees don't like pesticide. But if you can avoid all that, so you are good to go with the bees and will become your friends.
Wycliffe Odong from Kitamu Honey. We're based in Kitgum. We are producers of Kitamu Honey, Kitamu D, Kitamu Propolis, and Kitamu Natural Shea Butter. We are glad today we've received visitors from Amigos International. Amigos is an organization that deals with farmers, especially in issues to do with promoting farming for business. And they have come here to learn about beekeeping and how we can do beekeeping as a business. And we are glad they have picked lessons, especially admiring the way we are doing nature-based beekeeping, where we introduce beehives and not remove what is there. We only preserve what is there, especially the trees and even the grasses. We only clear around the beehive. And they have also appreciated what we are doing in terms of farmer-managed natural regeneration, where everything thrives on introducing beekeeping, because with beekeeping you need to maintain the trees, you need to maintain the vegetation, and with that you give benefits even to the other species like animals. You can see even pigs enjoying the shade of the trees, even where there are beehives. They come look for the worms in the decomposed vegetation, leaves, and even chicken. And they move around, they go and pick a lot of things from the forest. As you pick honey, you also have your animals thrive. You even pick firewood from the tree branches of the trees that are now old, instead of just cutting from down. So this is part one. They have come to see the apiary and learn from it. The second aspect is they want to see now our next step, which is the production of the raw materials that we get from the beehives, how we make them into products that can be put on the market. Then the third aspect, they are going to learn about now the marketing, the sales. They will visit our shops and interact with the sales leads there to see that they learn how we do it, and they go and guide their farmers. So it is a great day here in Putuka West Village, Kilumatiri sub-county in Kitgum district today, and we are glad. Upland TV has always been in our support to see that they promote local economic development as they continue giving information to people, not only in Kitgum, but worldwide. Thank you.